are you actively benefiting from something and saying you hate it and you wish it does not exist? It's like the fact that you as a woman can vote, how you as a woman are not on your side. And hi buddies, welcome to my YouTube channel, and for today we are talking about feminism. But like more specifically, women that do not like feminism, do not identify as feminists, etc, and their likes and all of that. So let's go. So basically this conversation is one that happens here and there on social media, and every time it's trending, it makes my spirit boil. It makes my spirit boil because I know I'm going to see some stupid takes, and I'm like so first of all, it's like I really don't get it, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I feel like, you know, it's something that you can leave me a comment in the comment section below if you feel like you have a solid explanation as to why as a woman you hate feminism. I can even choose not to identify, because let's say anytime let's talk about feminism, basically equal rights for women. Period, simple. You know, equal right for women, basically what men can have access to, let women have access to it as well. So it's like when I'm having this type of conversation with people that say, oh, they do not associate themselves with feminism, or they do not like to be called feminists, they make the argument of, oh, feminism is turning into a lot of things. You know, there are people that are very angry feminists, radical feminists, as I assume those are the people they are talking about, that they are just angry basically. They say like, oh, feminism is like doing different things. And then I try to ask a question, I'm like, which body do you know in the existence of the world that has thousands and millions of people that believe in this, let's say theories, philosophies, body, anything that does not have people out here doing the most? Name one. I'll wait for you. Because there's none. Even Christianity, even Islam, like even traditional worshippers, Oshun worshippers, there are people that, regardless of the regulations governing a particular type of movement, they will do what they want to do, and they will do what's beneficial to them. Because yeah, I would say that I can argue that there are few things, very few things that I would see that people are doing under feminism's name, and I'll be like, yeah, this is not what feminism is for. And that's normal, because that's how human beings are. Like Christianity, people have shifted the Bible. God, I don't know the number of things I've heard. You know, God is this, God is that, God loves this, God, and that's even a movement that has a Bible, that has like something that is supposed to guide it. Circles of, you know, movements are actually formed by people, and you know, and changes with generation, because what we needed when first wave of feminism started is not what we probably need now, though in some countries it's still needed, but basically we've come a long way from there. And you know what, I saw this thread on Twitter that perfectly summed up everything in my head I've wanted to say about women that do not like feminism. It's like, how are you actively benefiting from something and saying you hate it and you wish it does not exist? It's like the fact that you as a woman can vote, can drive a car, can go to school, are educated, all these things is because of feminism. It's because of feminism. So if you have access to knowledge, you're educated, you're this, you're that, why do you hate it so much? Don't you want the next generation of women coming to be as educated as you are? Don't you want them to have the rights that you've been able to have because of feminism? Don't you even want them to have better rights than you? Like, don't you want there to be progress for women? Let me actually read this tweet, because it was speaking to me. So basically, the person said he will always have women who, whilst basking in the hard-won benefits of feminism, will insist that it was never necessary in the first place. They will never see the irony, even if it consisted of opportunities they would have been otherwise denied. You not have been able to vote, you not have been able to drive, you not have been able to get paid to work, because women were working, they were just not getting paid for it. It wasn't until 1920 that women were allowed to vote The Catholic Church argued that since all women above 18 should be married and the man was the head, women voting was unnecessary, as a similar vote as their husband was supplication and a different vote was disobedience. So basically, if you're not voting the same person your partner wants, that's disobedience. It wasn't until 1926 that women were able to acquire land in their name, something men have been able to do since forever. So imagine how closing the wealth gap, like there will not have even been any wealth gender pay gap to close if men and women have been able to acquire land and get paid for work since the 90s. Until 1836, no university accepted women. Till 1819, none bestowed women with college degrees, even though they had gone through the same program as men. Until 1970s, that the term marital rape, a problem that affects women, started being taken seriously. Before then, they were obviously like, let's not talk about it. So basically, these victories were fought by women, all despised by their own, in their own time as extremists, and held up proof of the gradual erosion and destruction of society. The same women are seen now as heroes that modern feminists should emulate. So basically, when women were fighting for the right of women to be able to acquire lands, for the right for women to pay to work, women that were seeing them as, other women were seeing them as, oh, you know, extremists, they didn't know what they were doing, and those women still benefited from it. And that's the same thing that's happening now. It's like, if you're benefiting from a movement that you know you do not want to add to, then just shut up. You don't have to say anything. It's like, you don't have to go out of your way to discredit women that actually have the zeal and have the fire in them to fight for feminism. I would not understand, like, it's like, I honestly don't understand how you as a woman are not on your side, and how you've not seen that generations after generations. Like, when first wave feminism started, they looked at them like extremists. Just the same way a lot of women are doing things now that you're looking at, oh, maybe they are doing too much, and then you understand much later. You don't want to be that person. You need to be that person that educates yourself on what feminism is and what feminism is not. So when people are moving mad, you're able to correct them. Yeah, basically, I think that's most of just what I wanted to say. This is just like a mini rant video. If you agree with me, or if you don't, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I really want to know what you could think about feminism and women that do not support feminism, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye then. Cheers. Keep being the bad girl that you are.